super regional. So like out here on the West Coast, we'll have our first rounds will be in San Diego, LA, um, Reno, and then probably South Seattle. And then from there, if you win your round, you will play in Salt Lake City. And if you win that round, then you'll represent the West in the Final Four, which is played in San Antonio. So pretty awesome experience. And then you can see we go to our FBU camps, which is kind of something I'll talk about in depth tonight. And then our regional camps. And then if you are invited from FBU to Top Gun, we take the best kids from each camp that we feel are at that position. We hold a Top Gun camp in Columbus, Ohio. And then from there, you see our East Bay games. We have a 7th grade East Bay game, an 8th grade East Bay game, and then a U15 game, East versus West. Very competitive games this year. They were also on ESPN3. And then we've got our National Combine. This is for the sophomore and junior. We have 500 kids that are invited to San Antonio. It is a very prestigious thing. Kids that go to this end up getting a lot of recognition. They end up getting a lot of different colleges that obviously find out about them. It is a tough thing to get into. We had a guy last year by the name of Joe Mixon. He came to our combine with 5 offers. After the combine, he ended up having about 25 different Division I offers. Played in our Army game. Same thing. We had a kid from Southern California this year that came to the combine, didn't have but 2 offers. I think UCLA and Arizona State. Left there with, I talked to him yesterday, and he has about 15 offers. So this is a great opportunity to get your name out there. And obviously, our biggest thing is the U.S. Army All-America Bowl. 80 athletes in the country compete in that. It's on NBC. It's the longest running high school football game in the country. So really great things we have going on within FBU and All-American Games. I want to talk a little bit about, kind of our mission. We're identifying America's best football players. We want to provide them with world-class training and make them better for tomorrow. Not only, on the football field, we want to help them be the best young man they can be. Every good player deserves the best coaching. We misspelled that at least once in their life. All of our coaches within FBU either played or coached in the NFL. We make that a criteria. I help pick guys to coach, and let me tell you, I have guys, I get resumes every day, and the biggest thing we really look at is what is their experience, and then from there we want to make sure they're good with young people, and then, we got to try and see if they can fit into what we're trying to do, because this is not a fluffy camp where they're going to come out, hang out, sign autographs. This is a get-to-work 3-day camp for someone that is wanting to come there to get better. Here's a little bit about FBU. It's a 3-day elite camp. I can kind of talk a little bit about me and FBU. I started with the company 5 years ago as an instructor. I live here in Phoenix. I went out to the camp. I volunteered my time. The guys running it liked what I did, and they said, we'd love to have you kind of maybe get in the coaching circuit. I played football at Washington State. I was drafted by the Arizona Cardinals. I was here for 3 years, and then I went to the Cleveland Browns. And so once I kind of got going that first year, I did 5 camps as an instructor. I was able to see how great I thought FBU was, and I told my wife, I said, this is something I really wanted to do if the opportunity came around. And so from there, that's kind of how I got started. But you can see right here in the overview, we have NFL coaches. We try and keep it to 15-to-1 coach to ratio. So if this year we're trying to keep that to 12-to-1, to be honest with you. And so we'd like to keep, if we have 20 high school DBs, we will get 2 high school coaches in there. Our camp is split up, and we'll go on to this next slide here. Our camp is split up. You can see kind of how you get to FBU. We talked about that as an alumni, scout, and then you can nominate yourself. camp, and 8th for the youth athlete, and then high school's 9th, 10th, 11th. We do let 12th graders that are going to try and take their game to the next level come to camp. We split the field up when they compete, so there will be a high school and a youth coach, and there might be 2 high school, 2 youth coaches. And that's kind of how we do the camp. The camp literally